What's up, guys? I'm going to show you guys how to make this. And it's a hardstyle synth. It's a pretty new one. I think it sounds pretty good. It kind of has that shredding, kind of ripping sound. So instead of making the synth from scratch, which I've already tried to do a couple times and failed, I'm going to just break down each part of the synth. So we'll start with part A. It's going to be a sawtooth wave, 8 voices, retrig on, leave everything else the same except detune to about 7.52. Alright, oscillator A2 is going to be a square wave, so bring that to a square, 8 voices, retrig on, and then detune that to around the same part. Part B, these are both sawtooth waves. You want to have them both at 8 voices, and you don't detune these, which is what gives it that kind of ripping sound. Alright. Now that you have that, you want to go to your cutoff, filter B, leave that the same, cutoff right in the middle, turn resonance up to about 1/4. Drive, I would leave that. And then this is important, you want to make sure that input selection is BA on that, and then filter type has to be bandpass. See, the thing is, if you keep it down to high pass, it won't have that full sound. It won't really put a peak through there, which is what you want. Same with low pass. So you want a bandpass because when you put a filter peak through a distortion plugin, it gives it that kind of, it gives it like a, it's hard to describe, but it sounds really cool. So alright, let's go down to the mod envelope 1. You want to have pitch AB, attack to about 2.76, decay to 3.05, leave those the same. Pitch is just barely up, it's going to be 0.76. Mod envelope 2, that's going to be pitch AB as well. Bring that down to negative 1.81 and leave everything the same but decay to about 2.47. And what you should be getting is this sound. Now this part's important to just thicken the sound up, make it sound more interesting. You want to take pitch AB and turn that up to 2.57, have it on a sine wave, rate to 132D, or you can put it on free. It's up to you how you want to do it. It really doesn't matter, it's personal preference. Gain up just a little bit, 0.67. Offset, leave it the same, and you'll get this sound. You can hear the difference. Alright, now distortion. So this is where the bandpass filter comes in. With all these raw leads, it's a bandpass filter going through a distortion plugin. It took me a while to figure that out, but that's pretty much the gist of it. That's how you get all those really dirty sounds. So that's the trick to making these screeches. You want to have it on clip distortion. Turn the amount all the way up. Dry wet all the way up. Kind of gives it that sound like a kick should sound. A really distorted sound. You want to go to chorus. This will thicken the sound. It'll also smooth things out a little bit. I don't know why it's not doing anything. It's weird. So there, now you can tell the difference. Alright, EQ. For all the synths that I do, I usually take bass all the way down, bass frequency all the way up. That's going to cut out the low end, which you're going to EQ out later on when you're mixing anyways, but kind of gives you a head start on that. Treble, I turn up just a little bit. This is personal preference how you want to do this. It really all depends on how you want the sound. You don't want it to be peaking, you don't want it to be hitting the red. So that's about right. Cool. So, what I do for reverb, I don't like to use the reverb in Sylenth because it just sounds cheesy. I mean, it's decent reverb, but you don't have as much control over it. So what I do, I'll do a tutorial on this another time. I'll send the actual track itself to a bus. So this one's going to send it to bus 4, and then put that up to about 0 dB. You can see it sounds louder now. That's because the original signal still stays the same, but then it copies the signal and sends it over here. So it's basically like playing the same sound on 2 tracks, and the second track is going to be the bus. It's the same sound, but it's coming from this track, so I basically put an EQ in there, put reverb. When I do reverb, I always keep dry down, wet all the way up. Gives it that really heavy sound, that really thick sound. Use that in raw style a lot, and a lot of hardstyle. So that's the sound. I hope you guys have fun making it. Have fun making other synths from it. Make sure you stay tuned for other tutorials and check out my SoundCloud. Follow me on SoundCloud. I'm making some pretty cool songs these days, so yeah, just have fun with this, and thanks for watching.